the team at the Barclays, the Old Heads Podcast. Yo, so what's going on, my nigga? This job be a woman. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah. Buddy! Old Heads, episode 146. Back in the basement. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. Millie, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. We are back in the basement, man. I got a great show lined up today. It's the Chicago Bear schedule review, man. The Chicago Bear schedule just dropped. Man, it's a tough one, but man, I got but I got a feeling, man, that we're gonna have a really good season, man. But we're gonna be going over the Chicago Bears schedule as well as 3 other games on the schedule outside the Bears that we really want to see. And then, of course, man, we got to talk about the Dallas Mavericks getting the first of the NBA draft. But you got some people saying, man, Derrick Rose, he was a hometown kid. He goes to Chicago. That was kind of weird. Wemby, he goes to the Spurs. Kyrie Irving, I mean, it seemed like at one point, it seemed like the Cavs were getting the first pick every other year. People forget. Excuse me.
How bad they lost those years.
People forget they got Anthony Bennett as well as Kyrie Irving before they got LeBron. So, man, you got a lot of people saying it might be rigged. I want y'all opinion. I know these brothers going to give their opinion. Hey, we're going to see.
That's not a good argument for it being rigged. That Anthony, whatever, Bennett, that's not a good argument for it being rigged.
I vouch for Bennett. I like them coming out of UNLV. But I'm going to, before we get any further, man, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Old Heads episode 146. We got much more we'll talk about. I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves before we get into Hendo's hot take.
It's your boy B.I.
It's your boy Cool. I'm back. Been on vacation, hiatus a little bit, whatever you want to call it, but don't miss me because I'm here now.
Yes, sir.
It's the man, the OG, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. the man that be smoking ass stuff.
Billy Vessless. All right, we got to get right into it, man. If y'all first time checking us out, we start every episode, man, with Hendo's hot take. Hendo, what's the hot take?
607 Unc, man. Who the fuck is this nigga, man? How the fuck does this man keep getting on shows, man? This man just be babbling and saying the craziest shit, man. Like, I understand if you had like a little minor rap career, but man, this man is literally taking a whole bunch of drugs and doing interviews and saying the fucking most. This shit don't make sense. I don't know how this nigga's still getting validated. This nigga's talking about doing all types of weird shit sexually to other men just to see what's going on, and he just be saying shit. How is this man catching this shit like this? This is crazy. This is like a hood version of Orlando Brown. He just does the same shit. I know this has to be a facade. The shit this nigga says just, it ain't cool, bro. Like, please, man, you need to chill out, dog.
Yeah.
He boot gang without the boot gang.
That shit, that's wild, bro. Help that man.
And that is Hendo's hot take, man.
My man therapy.
Help that man.
Say help that man. But going to some positivity, Black Fact. Excuse me. Black Fact of the week. Cooper Flag is expected to be the #1 pick in the draft. But did you all know Chuck Cooper was the first player drafted into the NBA, but on April 26, 1950, Harold Harper signed with the Washington Capitals, becoming the first African American to sign an NBA contract. He would later go on to be the first African American head coach of an Olympic team. So much love, man, to Harold Hunter, man, the first African American to sign that NBA contract and get that bread. It probably wasn't a lot back then. I guarantee it wasn't for millions like they signed today. But hey, man, much salute to him and his family, man. Also being the first African American to coach on the Olympic team. I feel like it's huge, man, to represent this country. So that was super dope. A lot of y'all didn't know that. I didn't know that up until a few days. So much love to Harold Hunter, man. Friend head, old heads, man. And that is a Black Fact of the week.
They made it seem like Coach K was the coach of motherfucking Liberty system.
I'm telling you, stupid. Moving right along, man. Sports entertainment news this week. Pete Rose was reinstated by the MLB from the permanently banned list. He recently passed away, if you all didn't know, and is now eligible for the Hall of Fame. Is this fair or a slap in the face? There was also numerous other players, Shoeless Joe Jackson. There was more players, but the main one was Pete Rose. So how do y'all feel about that? You feel like it's fair or a slap in the face that they waited to after he passed away?
It's a slap to the face. Give the man his flowers while he was here. Don't try to do it when people, like the people that would have voted him in right away, are all gone. Because those are the people that got to see him play. They got to see him do his thing, gambling or not. The man was a beast, and you wouldn't know his name unless he actually did something in the game that was outstanding versus just the gambling. Because I'm pretty sure even if we went back to my granddaddy, he would have been able to tell us something about Pete Rose. Who's the next generation that can tell you anything about him? You should have gave that man his flowers while he was alive and let him go in peace. But y'all stressed this man out, then let him get in, and now you want to give him his flowers where nobody on the voting side is going to remember who the hell he is like that.
Okay. How you feel, Bill?
The nigga name is Charlie Hustle. You know what I'm saying? I that speaks volumes to me when I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
But same point in time though, man, this is a money thing though, man, because they were always profiting off this motherfucker whenever they wanted to, bringing him in for this or that when it was convenient for them. But they wouldn't let this motherfucker in the hall, and the second he died, then you can do. So it's just another way for them to get money, as opposed to actually him who actually was struggling, could use the money, you know, while he was alive. So that's one of the biggest disgraces, because we seen him look like he needed money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and he spent his livelihood, his whole life was dedicated to baseball. So for baseball to turn their back on him was suspect, especially at a point in time when we could start betting on games and shit. At that point in time, you know, once we all betting on it, it seems a little hypocritical for motherfuckers to be like, okay, well, he bet. I mean, I understand it was at a different time. You know what I'm saying? Where you couldn't bet, I understand all that, but times change, so do people. And forgiveness is, you know what I'm saying, a big thing, man. So you can't always just be mad at this motherfucker, make him the face of, you know what I'm saying,
the MLB
being bad. Like, I feel like they use him as that. You know what I'm saying? He was the face of go against us, and this is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel, Hendo?
Shit, nigga, it was a lifetime ban. Your ass did. A lifetime to been banned. I mean, I don't know what more you want, nigga. I mean, that's the clause enough to me. Shit, once you dead, that means you accolade. I still think it'd be dope if they nominate him in there. That means his kids will be able to, you know, receive something from that and have to go through that experience or whatever. Like they should have won because he should have been in the Hall of Fame or did all that shit. But whatever, man. Ain't shit you can do about it. Niggas was mad about that shit. That's what a lifetime ban is in my eyes. I mean, you get that. Your kids' will is you'll have a walk. You'll be able to go do all that. Your kids will do that. That's something they was going to live. They're going to go through it now just without you. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. Yo, shit. I mean, shit. It took them this long to even let the Negro League stats to get in there. So you know your ass ain't really going to come in here. You did something they really, really frowned upon. I'm just saying. It took them this long to acknowledge this shit. So it's just, I mean, shit, I'm sorry, man. It's just, that's a lifetime ban, bro.
Yeah.
Lifetime's over, so now your kids can enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what it was all about in the end, I think. You set your record. You knew what you really wanted for. I'm sure you could have used some money, but hey, your kids will be able to enjoy this.
Hopefully.
No, they will. They will.
Who's gonna vote him in?
Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody. It'll be a first ballot next year.
I hope.
No, I ain't gonna hope. That's a
all
for
I'm
sure. That's a
all I'm saying is I hope.
Shit.
Weirder
Niggas-
things have happened.
Shit. If not this year, next year for sure. Type shit. It ain't gonna be too long. Put it like that. Within the next board. Put it like that. Guaranteed.
Literally first ballot. It's taking so long.
Right.
For this shit to happen, he will be first ballot. His first ballot is like his fucking 20th, 50th one, because he's been eligible forever.
Yeah, somebody
should have been eligible.
Somebody who I think should be or probably will be first ballot is Jason Tatum, but he is recently out for the season with a torn Achilles. How do you guys feel? Should the Celtics break this team up, or should they keep this team together? Y'all out there, let us know too, man. What do y'all feel about the Celtics, man? What should they do with that team? I mean, because a lot of people thought Vegas thought they would absolutely win this series. Most people I heard said we'll go 5 or 6. They probably were still going to go down 3-1, even if Tatum doesn't get hurt. But I think a lot of people still felt they had enough. They hadn't necessarily shot that well in the first 2 games. That the Celtics, they can catch fire, championship medal, yada, yada, yada. But now you got somebody like a Horford, you know what I'm saying, who's saying that he doesn't, it's too early to say what he's going to do. Jaylen Brown just found out today he has a tear in his meniscus, so that might possibly have to require surgery. Tatum, he's out probably pretty much all of next year with an Achilles injury. Drew Holiday, he's not a spring chicken. Probably their best asset right now is probably Devin Wright, who we can say is healthy and right smack in the prime of his career. Porzingis, last year is not what he was this year. A lot of talent. Seems like he cannot stay healthy.
What was he last year?
Championship winner.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played really well last year, especially I think it was like game 2 where he
Like
really
30
got
something
the
points.
He came out.
One game.
Yeah, but I mean that's
I
all
get you. I
all
get
you
you.
need
That's
is
all you need.
all you
One
need is
game.
one guy to have a good
He's
game
had
in
an
playoffs like that.
illness. We need to speak on the fact
Injuries?
that he had an illness this year in this playoff. Right? It's what did they say that they didn't know what it was? What do you call it when you don't know what it is? It was
Cooties.
an unexpected. He had some stomach injury or something. He was feeling bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what was going on.
He had the European bird flu.
Man.
But I don't know, man. How y'all feel about that? Should they keep this team together or?
Man, you may as well go ahead and blow it up now. Just because $500 million is what they look to spend just for next year to keep together a team that it'd be different if they can get an addition, somebody to fill in for the year. You know, not in Jason Tatum's place, but kind of sort of where it fill in the holes, you know, scoring wise or something, just until Jason Tatum to just give you a feel like we can still be a championship team. If you can't do that, it's either that or break it up. You know, and they got new owners. I mean, honestly, this is what I'm saying, what they thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, me personally, I would love to see the motherfuckers stay together. I don't give a fuck what they gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? To be very honest, I want to see this team together. I don't give a fuck how long it take. But same point in time though, when they break that shit up, I don't think we should be surprised just for those reasons right there. $500 million. You know what I'm saying? And you waiting on Jason Tatum, this motherfucker ain't finna play the whole damn season.
Right. And it's an Achilles. I mean, I think he's still young enough and good enough to where he should come back and be damn near the same player, but you never know, you know. But I mean, I'm pretty confident he will, but still, that's still a year away.
Yeah.
Which also means he's a year, actually 2 years, almost 2 years older.
And then really 2 years to getting back to what he look like now.
Exactly.
Because when you first come back, you gonna be fucked up.
Yep.
For a year.
Unless you're
That first
Dominic
year,
Williams for some reason.
Yeah.
Or KD.
Well, Dominique wasn't as explosive as
Yeah, he wasn't
was
explosive, but
before
he
came
just
back.
learned how to. He
Right.
could still put as many points up on the
Yeah.
board in different ways, though. That's when he got his jumper.
I say keep it together. You know how this draft is about to be. It's like streaky. So now that you know that your ace, the face, is out, you don't need a replacement. You just need a stand-in and a standout that could actually do something. So what you do is you go through this draft, whatever picks you get you somebody that is, in your eyes, somebody who doesn't necessarily have to carry the team, because you got Jaylen Brown still, you got Porzingis still, you got is Al Horford there still? You still got those key little pieces. You got Drew Holidays. You got time to train a rookie at this point, because you already got the championship out of it.
We're not gonna be drafting that high.
You don't have to.
These
You don't
niggas
have to.
Lucky Danny Ainge ain't still working there.
Bruh,
You
no.
know how Danny Ainge you down. He don't give a fuck.
He don't give no fuck, but still at the same
Right.
time right now it's about, can we get in contention next year? How soon will Tatum be back? Because if this guy can stand in until Tatum comes back, and who's to say Tatum doesn't come back with a better shot than usual? Because all you got time for is you can't run. You can't do nothing really too athletic because it's your Achilles. The only thing you get to do is work on that jumper. So now what you do is go to those corners, stop, and just take your shots. You put up 500 shots, your shot's not going to change. The thing that's going to change is the way that you see the game and feel for the game now. Because now you know you can stand in this corner for 20 minutes, whether hot or cold, and knock down this jumper. Versus, all right, now I got to do this, get past, I got to facilitate, I got to try to make something happen. Bro, we understand you just came off this injury. We don't want you to do that much, but we still need you to be the face in your name. So now once you get back there, you got somebody who does all the extra shit that Tatum was doing in the first place, coming off the secondary. This secondary guy just had starting minutes, starting time, no pressure. Because all the champions that are on that team still are going to coach him, and the coach can coach him. You can fill in, you give us 12, 15 points a night, we're decent. Because guess what? Now Brown is shooting more. Because the shots Tatum had gotta go somewhere. And who are you gonna trust with that?
Let's see. How you feel, Hendo?
I don't know. I think at this point, man, this is going to be a pretty deep free agency coming up. I kind of want to say they keep these pieces together, but add some other pieces. I think some of the pieces that really weren't coming through this year was Porzingis and Al Horford. I think Al Horford didn't really have a great look in the playoffs, and Porzingis, we didn't see him number like 3 minutes in like the last game. They got blown out. They pretty much have a little decent little backup like bench, but Brown, he'll probably be in the rotation. This is something you probably just keep together. You just keep together and just see where you go with it real quick. I give them another year or two if they bust out like this, because it's not like, you know, they just didn't make it to the playoffs and just got worked. I mean, they lost to a very good Knicks team that was like up and coming. Like, this is an up and coming team. They're still kind of stagnant. They just settle for shots. They seem a little deflated after Tatum got hurt. Like, they weren't playing up to par. Like, they just couldn't score at all, which is crazy. So, but that kind of looks at like, you know, Jaylen Brown was scoring, but Al Horford really wasn't doing like his little average 10 and 10. Porzingis was nowhere to be found. They probably relied on him to at least have a game. And if he has a 30-point game that game, that puts him into a game 7 or game, you know what I'm saying? Game 6, game 7. There's just a lot of other pieces didn't step up. That's not their fault. They just weren't there to do that. That means their scoring relies too much on Tatum. So what you need is some of these other people to have just a good year one time. You need a healthy Porzingis to come through and just have a good season one time. How about that? You're paying him good money, but let's be for real. It's just him to carry a team one time.
It's insane that the Porzingis is going to be healthy any year.
He was somewhat healthy this year. He just was sick through the playoff, whatever they want to call it. But give him a good, healthy year. Give him a good year while everybody gets in. But this would be the only way. You're already paying him. You're already paying him. You can't really trade Tatum and Brown because you can't trade an injured player.
You can pay niggas to leave.
You're not gonna cash. You're not gonna cash them out their contract. You're not gonna cash those contracts out. You're not cashing them out for the.
You about to give somebody 150?
You're not cashing them out to leave. They're not gonna leave all injured.
Not the full amount.
150.
The next thing
I don't think that's happening.
You gotta think. You got to think about what their max is and think about how many years they got left. You got 150 just to.
Those are two people you don't want to. You don't want to.
All them niggas sound like draft bait to me. All them niggas sound like draft bait to me.
I wouldn't do it for them. That's too much money. You losing that much money? I would wait and see if they have a bounce back year, and then after that, then trade them after that. But
I would trade the house right now.
I don't think nobody's gonna be one to trade. They know you're gonna try to. I mean
So you about to let.
Who do you think? Like Drew Holiday could probably go somewhere and get somebody a splash.
He should go back to the Bucks. Coach Bush.
He should have never left the Bucks.
Just for clarification,
Lakers.
Porzingis averaged 19.5 points this year.
Drew Holiday.
How many games did he play?
7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.5 blocks.
Put him on the Lakers.
But he only played 42 games.
42 games.
That's less than half the season.
I got Trae Young to Dallas. How's about that then?
You gonna have too short?
He's not gonna come off the bench. Not with Kyrie there.
And you gonna
I
have
don't
two
even know why I'm
short.
mentioning that shit.
Kyrie is hurt.
Yeah, two short
That came out
points.
of left field like a motherfucker.
You gonna have two short points. That's what you gonna have.
Trey Young to
Hey,
doubt.
Trey Young do need to go somewhere else other than that, man. Free that
Man,
man.
I like Ali Houston, Lively, and dude like
I
Gap
can
it
see-
all day long.
I can
That's
see
all
him going to like Sacramento, to be honest, and being a good end piece.
I would hope.
I don't know if they got the money to pay for that, man. They already paying out Zach and DeMar. That's what I'm
Sacramento
saying.
is now the Cleveland Browns.
No, they don't have to
They
be.
doing
They're,
some of the dumbest shit ever. I'm
Not
sorry.
really.
I don't
That
trust
nigga be a Clipper. Watch.
Not really.
That's how the world will work.
more than likely, James Harden would be out of that
On
bitch.
my life, they'll just do no. He'll stay there. They'll trade all the rest of the motherfuckers and shit. Just pick him up. Watch. That's how the world works.
Trade. Just think
That's how-
about it.
that's how the
Trade
NBA
Kawhi.
really-
No team in the NBA should want James Harden.
My point exactly.
No team.
Any team that wants to win should have James Harden come on the
Win
bench.
What?
A championship.
Bullshit.
Win.
When did he
Never.
win one?
Have him come off the bench. Don't make him start.
No, how
He
they
should have
sitting
been
on
stayed off the bench unless he. Well, actually, he should have started. He should have started with
Yeah,
When he was
OKC.
on the bench, he went the furthest. Think about it.
Because who was he playing against? Your
No,
second
who did he
team.
have with him?
Do we live the furthest home after driving?
Do you
up the
remember
small
anybody
league?
on OKC's second team?
Yeah, Cephalosha.
He wasn't on second team. He was starting.
He was starting.
That nigga was in and out that rotation.
Because James Harden should have started.
That nigga was in and
Andre
out that
Robinson
rotation.
should have never been a starter for
Should
OKC.
have never been a starter.
It should have been Harden.
Should have been.
So like
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these
yeah.
should have beens, and he was just sitting on the bench because he wanted to get
Yeah,
the fuck
like
up
I
out
said,
of there.
if he coming off the bench, that's his best one.
Yeah,
He could be a lockdown defender, but should he be starting over James Harden?
It's Cephalosha.
If James Harden is coming off the bench,
He should.
he's his most effective because if he can run a
Yeah,
second unit,
exactly.
he's effective. That's
Yeah.
what.
He's
Just like
spark-
Westbrook at
he's
this
spark
point,
plug
just
off
like
the
just
bench.
like Westbrook.
Six, man.
Westbrook
You don't
can't be a starter
you
for
don't
you, but
need-
him
you
coming
don't
off the bench is deadly.
You don't
Yeah,
need-
but
you
if
don't
y'all
need
were
most.
blowing teams out,
But
you
know,
can still be the leader of the second team at the end of the day. Because now
Manu
we
Ginobili,
up 15
You need
points.
that. You need
All
that
right,
second
go out
team.
there.
Livingston made a living off that, coming off the bench and being
What's
amazing
the
off the
little
bench.
curly hair?
That's 'cause his
690
legs.
every time.
So-
If he
so-
never hurt
so-
his
so-
leg, he would have been a starter
So,
still.
so hold up, just so you said keep them together. Okay.
Mhm.
Keep them together.
Give
Oh,
it
you said
all.
break it up. You
Break it
said
all
break it
up.
I say keep it together.
Keep it together. Y'all out there, let us know, man, how y'all feel about that Boston
So
team.
y'all done.
Um,
Y'all done.
Now, talking about Boston's kryptonite has actually been Jalen Brunson getting the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. Chicago, stand up, man. Chicago kid. Where does his season rank amongst all-time great Knicks seasons by a player?
That's not.
Seeing as 25 years have passed, you had people like Melo on that team within the last 25 years, and he's doing something that they haven't done. I put him up there with a tie with Melo damn near until once he starts breaking records. But for overall season, it's up there with Melo and them because guess what? He's in the playoffs in the second round. Can Melo say that? No, he cannot. Not especially not with the Knicks. So no. My point exactly. Besides make a name for being the hometown kid that came back home from Denver. Congratulations. You went from Mile High to
from New York.
Yeah, that name's from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
oh my bad. They considered him like a hometown kid there.
They did.
So like
That's only because he went to Syracuse.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I said like a hometown kid. So like come on now. Melo did what he did. He's a top 75. I gotta give it to him. Go ahead. You're top 75, Jalen Brunson. You aren't a top 75 yet, but you did something Melo couldn't do in the same uniform. I appreciate that. So that's why you get props up there with that, but you ain't no Patrick.
Okay. Bills.
It's premature for this question for one reason to me. Like after the season, I'll be able to say definitively what he is, what they did or not. Because if they go to the championship, even if they lose, they beating out the Patrick Ewing team that lost to the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? Because that Patrick Ewing team, they had like they were a higher seed, so they were expected. Basically, they did what they were expected to do. This team was a lower seed, knocking out higher seeds to get to that same place. So if they at least get to the finals, I gotta say they rolled theirs a little bit more impressive, especially with all the comebacks being down 20. You know what I'm saying? 2 times coming back and winning, going to the Garden. This team with the higher seed, who was the champion last year, who still were the champions till y'all knocked them off, and y'all went to their house and won the first 2 games in their house. That's way more impressive than what that Pat Ewing team did. So they come in second to the 73 team with what's the name of it, Willis Reed now. You know what I'm saying? That's one going with Willis Reed, motherfucking.
Over them,
man, walk.
No, I'm just saying you give it to them over them. You talking about over Hall of Famers right now, and Carmelo is about to become a Hall of Famer. I put him right there with him because there's still time, and like you said, it's premature. Yeah. What'll happen next year?
No, it's just a season.
He already beat out Melo. Melo ain't winning no rounds.
Right. So
Melo ain't winning no rounds. They were never. They beat out.
They
Melo
were a
last
highlight
year.
reel.
They beat out Melo last year when they went to the Eastern Conference Final. The second year in a row. So Melo ain't never been there no 2 years in a row. Like,
no, not at all.
He beating them niggas out.
That's why I said.
So you say
Second
greatest
Knicks.
next season.
Yeah.
And how you feel?
Man, to be honest with you, what I've seen, just Jalen Brunson by himself, and I'm just talking about what he's done in the Knicks uniform.
Okay.
Nothing else. I'm not talking about what he did with Dallas. I'm not talking about what anybody else doing. I'm not talking about what Melo did with the Nuggets or what he did with any other team. Nothing like this. Just what they had a Knicks uniform on. This gotta be the fucking best. This gotta be number 1. He's smashing what motherfuckers doing. This motherfucker's averaging like 35 plus fucking points in the playoffs. This motherfucker's balling the fuck out. Can't nobody stop him. He is a point guard's worst fucking nightmare. He'll bully your ass, play hard defense. This is the best.
Average just went down to his.
Yeah, I mean that's good. I mean I understand that.
Your
But
point is the same.
But
He's
he's still fucking motherfuckers up. This nigga's hitting clutch threes and moments as big as shit in fucking games against teams that are good as fuck, man. Just the Knicks beating the Boston Celtics alone was the biggest achievement the Knicks have had in fucking years. Maybe motherfuckers don't understand that. That was huge for them. That was, bro, that's huge for them. You know them motherfuckers are going crazy in New York right now. Them niggas is a yard divided. Them niggas is running down annoying as fuck right now. I'd hate to be a Boston Celtics fan right now, bro. In New York, they on your bumper, nigga. Like, hey, buddy.
They saying the most random shit ever. Fuck you, Benzino.
I'm walking here.
Hey. But anyways, this has to be the best run they've had in years. It got to be number 1. This man is balling the fuck out. This team is a good unit, man. They play defense. They go on runs, dog. They can't stop dog. They can't stop Cat for some fucking reason now.
Say how much
but like I said, though, you put a center like Cat, who was just mediocre in the West, and you put him in the fucking East, and everything fucking changes. Everybody doesn't understand that. There's a lack of real centers in the East.
Mediocre?
There's yes, he kind of is, man, because he doesn't rebound. He plays one side of the ball. He's not really that aggressive. He drives barely. He can shoot free throws. He's not your best mid-range shooter. He can't finish. He cries to the refs a lot. He doesn't play with a lot of heart.
He sound like LeBron.
No, he really don't. That's why I say mediocre, though. But when you take a mediocre center out the West and you put him in the East, it balls out because the East has a lack of real centers. Embiid's always hurt. Giannis is frustrated. And then it's just Bam Adebayo playing undersized because he's really a power forward. Porzingis never there because he hurt. All the real centers is gone.
Yeah.
All you get is like Jared Allen from Cleveland. That's the only nigga you get. He in and out. He'll smile at you. He too friendly.
I'm trying to figure out who's going to guard this nigga.
Siakam.
Oh, yeah, Siakam is who's going to guard Anthony Towns. That is a bit of a matchup.
What's the name? The big dude with the light skin name, Miles Turner. Yeah, Miles Turner.
What about when dude is in the game? The rebounder, Robinson from New York.
No, he's not a non-factor. You don't worry about that. You ain't got to worry about that.
I feel like
He alright, man. I'm just saying he alright. He ain't
somebody
nobody.
got to guard him. Somebody got to go crash.
I get it, but it's like
They be running both of them in the game at the same time. This is a problem.
it can be a
This
problem
is a
if they're hitting. If he not hitting, if he not having a good shooting night, that's not an issue.
That can be a problem.
It can be if they hit, and I'm trying to tell you.
But
if
you
he's
got
settling
two
for
different-
shots.
That's a problem for
But you got
Indiana.
two different
That's a problem
rebounders.
But
for
this gotta be the
OKC.
best looking,
It's not
though.
a problem for Denver.
Oh, you're talking
and it's
about
not a
OKC.
problem. And it's not a problem for what's the name? What the fuck Denver playing right now?
Nuggets? Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. Those are the teams
They
that
all
can
got
match
bigs.
Yeah,
That's
know
what the
I'm
West can match you. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. The West can match your big.
I know. That's how this conversation started. I'm like, cause who gonna guard this motherfucker? You know what I mean?
But that's what
the
also
next series
frees.
they play. Who gonna guard him?
But getting back to what he was saying, that's what frees up Jalen Brunson to do what he does.
Right.
That's what frees up Jalen. It's because Cat is not mediocre. It's because Cat's a threat.
Yeah.
Cat's a
threat.
Yeah, great.
But in the West, he's a mediocre center.
No, in the West, he's still an all-star. He made the all-star.
He's still a mediocre center. He's getting bodied out of positions, all types of shit. To me,
but you also remember
he's a good shooter.
He's
That's
also
why he's
remembering him playing with a player like Jimmy Butler. That's what you're remembering. You remember him playing with a player like Jimmy Butler, which is also
second greatest.
Where did you have it right?
I have it like third because I had to still pick Melo. Well, actually, he's tied with Melo, so he's second right now because I want him to take one.
Where you got it right?
Number fucking one. Shit, that's the best shit. Knicks fans ain't been excited in fucking millennia since the 76. Nigga. What do you mean?
Okay.
Pass John Stark enough.
The Knicks won a ring in 72-73 season. Walt Frazier was giving you 21, 7, and 6. Patrick in 89-80 had a crazy year. 28, 11, 4 blocks and 2 assists, but could only make it to the second round. Lost 1-4 to Detroit. Melo had a huge season in 12-13, averaged 29, 7, and 2, but also was knocked down in the second round, 2-4 to the Pacers. Brunson this year is averaging 26, 7, and 3, and won the Clutch Award. So not only
you said 26, didn't you?
26. So not only has he had the production, but he's also had them in the conference finals as the best player. Now in '93, Ewan took the Knicks to the finals, but he wasn't as dominant as he was in '89-90. King averaged 32 for one season, but ultimately Bernard King averaged 32 for one season, but ultimately only played 55 games because he got hurt. I think when you look back at his production, along with being clutch, this might be the second greatest season of any Knick player, with the exception of Walt Frazier's season, where he led them to a championship as the point guard. Outside of Isaiah Thomas and Frazier, not many point guards, Magic Johnson, but I'm looking at pure point guards, have led their team to the finals and won, which is another reason why I will put this as the second greatest season on the Knicks list, for a Knicks player all time, in my personal opinion.
But 73 being one.
Yeah, 73 being one. Because like I said, Walt Frazier was the best player on that team, and he took them to a championship. Outside of him and Isaiah Thomas, you can't look at any other. You can't look at any other.
But see, the whole thing though, if dude takes them to the finals, at least that gotta be up there for that damn near.
But that's
I get it that he won.
But that's two. But that would still be two. Now you can make an argument if they win it. Sure, we can go over numbers and this and that. Yeah. But as of right now, that's why I would put it 2, because he's the best player. He's the best player as the point guard on this
To
team.
me,
you gotta go way back for that,
2 and
man.
3 with that.
That's like a
until
Odell
I
Beckham
see them
catch.
get to the finals. If they don't get to the finals, then I gotta go Pat Ewing them at least making it to the finals. Because this road has been nice, but if they lose to Indiana Pacers,
But that's why.
Come on, bro.
But that's why I reiterated that.
I damn near put money on that one.
As dominant than when he took them to the finals. When you think about it, that was Pat Ewing and Tail in his prime. They had a really.
but we
good
talking about
fight.
the Knicks team, not like the player.
No. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Best season for that's what I'm saying. The best season.
Right. Best Knicks season.
Right, best Knicks season. Right. That's what I'm saying. That season when they went to the finals, that's why I said Patrick wasn't as dominant as he was in '89-90 when he was giving you 28. Was it 28? I had written it down.
I feel like the best season is the furthest you go.
That's how I kind of feel.
Not necessarily.
I mean, you got a good season, but if you get bumped in the first round, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It depends on if it's single accolades or team accolades, because we're talking about one person.
Okay,
You're trying to talk about
that's
a
the way I
team.
look at
Yeah,
it.
that's what
What was crazy though is like a nigga like Iguodala have a basic ass mediocre season, but MVP of the championship. Like I'm just saying like it be shit like that. Like
I've been said that. But the only reason why
I'm looking at like regular
just
season
got-
schedule. I'm looking at the season, how they enter with motherfucker the stand-ins. I'm looking at how you playing in the playoffs. The whole shit boring. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Dallas Mavericks got lucky and got the first pick in the draft. Should they draft Cooper Flag or trade the pick? And also, is the draft rigged?
Right.
Who wants to start that?
I'll go. Right now, I'd be looking at the two players from Rutgers, because you gotta find somebody who can facilitate and do shit like Luka did, on top of play next to Kyrie. And right now, you got the number 1 draft pick. It depends on how you feel about them. Like, what's the dog's name? Harper's son from
Dylan
Rutgers.
Harper.
Yeah. So if you feel like he can fulfill what you need, and you know he's one of those top players, but you don't want to take him number 1, you gotta fish. And if you can't fish, and you don't know if you're for sure gonna get what you want out of it, do a sign and trade or something. You gotta figure it out, because right now on that team, who's their power forward? Because that's what he would be playing more than likely. He ain't gonna be playing their small forward, because isn't that Clay?
Yeah.
So then, who else can you put there? Because if you take Cooper Flag, you know he's either a small forward or a power forward. And you're gonna have to play him more at the 4 if you take him at Dallas.
Yeah. You at Dallas, you got AD, you got Gafford, you got Lively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So yeah, it ain't hard to really crack that, but you can play mix and match, and I feel like Cooper Flag can play the 3. That'll just move Clay to the 2. You know what I'm saying? And you can put Kyrie in at the 1 because, you know, technically he ain't a facilitator.
he was.
But
He
sometimes
was.
you just go with the best talent on the floor and put him in.
Right. But
You know,
is this the
or Clay
move
can
that
move
they...
his ass to the bench and they can find a real point guard. Or a real facilitator who's a 1 or a 2, whatever.
You gonna
guard
pick
moves
Cooper
is.
Flag in over a champion? Somebody who knocks down those shots for sure in pressure times?
Man,
What are you talking
he
about?
talking about Clay, but he was a
Yeah,
champion.
I'm talking about Clay.
Clay
He's
ain't-
still a champion.
He's still
He's a
ain't, but he
4-time.
ain't game
Yeah,
6
bro.
Clay right now. He ain't game 6 Clay right now. If you can find somebody that's more productive on a regular basis, you need consistency.
Yeah,
You
he just
rather
got
get-
traded there.
You rather get 20 points every night from somebody than 31 night and 10 the next.
But he just
It
got
all
traded
average
there.
out to be 20, but it ain't the same 20.
But he just got traded there. You just traded away Luka. So you gotta feel
No,
you gotta have a feel for the game
played
at
with
that
Luka.
point. Yeah, he played with Luka, and then Luka got traded. Now Kyrie's your 1, and you're trying to swap me to the 2 when I've been playing the 3 since I got here. So now I gotta relearn a different spot in the playbook when I should have learned the whole playbook and know
Clay
where
can come
everybody
off the
is.
bench. Clay need to be holding some of that bench. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm
Until
saying?
he's back 100%, yeah. But like you know and I know, every NBA player is never 100%, even coming into the season. So what's the difference between Cooper Flag other than him being 100%?
Cooper Flag is like AD.
I don't.
This nigga play defense and he play
Hot dog.
offense. I don't know what you're talking about. He got to dribble.
You say that
He
now
got
for
jump shot.
college. For college, what
That shit
NBA
translate.
people have you seen him play against? I've seen no footage of him going to any
Uh,
type of NBA Pro
I'm
AM.
just gonna keep
I
it
see
buck
him
with you.
playing
No, no.
against the USA.
The
team.
nigga played against the USA team.
Right,
He
you know
was
what I'm saying?
fucking them
What you
niggas up.
I need to see it. That's what I'm saying. I did
I'm
see it.
telling you, like,
Yeah.
me and this nigga seen it, bro. We're not gonna lie about the
Yeah,
same
I
shit we
won't lie
saying.
about
Like,
it.
No,
bro,
I'm
the
just
nigga was-
saying I need to see
the
it.
nigga's nice, bro. This is how we knew about
Yeah,
him
he
his
was-
No,
last
I
2
know
years.
I knew he was nice.
Because of that. That's why
Yeah.
niggas was mentioning his name, was because of
No.
how he was balling against some niggas.
Yeah, he can
No, I
play,
just
dog.
seen him playing for
He
IMG, was
gonna
it?
trade the number 1.
I
Nigga's
seen
nice,
him
bro.
playing for
If
IMG.
he has a chance of being a generational talent, you don't trade the number 1 pick. That's just flat out. You just can't do that. Same way Dallas should not have traded away Luka. But, you know, we've seen crazy shit happen. So
That's what I'm saying. This is the year. Last year and this year coming in, anything crazy can happen. Because we just seen a generational talent get traded for peanuts damn near. Not saying that Anthony Davis is a bag of peanuts, he's a champion, I get it, but is Luka the face of your franchise? You just got rid of him and kept Kyrie Irving, and you think AD at 36, bad legs, is gonna be the face of your franchise.
He's not 36, bro.
AD is
Who got the second pick?
damn near 36. He's like 34,
Because if you
35.
trade down one pick,
How old is
if you
AD?
Dallas and you
I
get
think
the
80
Harper
maybe-
kid,
might be like
but
32.
you also in a trade you get a player off that team for that pick. So
you
you
say who
trade
got the
that
second pick?
Yeah.
Spurs.
And it depends on what they
Spurs
need.
ain't really got
So now if you
Yeah,
get Cooper
Fox.
Flag, that's a
You
motherfucking
get
cheat
De'Aaron
code for the
Fox, it's not
Spurs.
gonna happen. Yeah,
Nah.
yeah. Not in the second pick. and
He's
shit.
32. That's what I thought.
32?
He's only 32. Yeah.
Still in his
He's still in
30s.
his prime.
With those legs.
Yeah.
That type of mileage.
Bro,
Think about all the
he gave-
games.
He gave you 25, 12, and 4 this year.
Yeah, this year.
Damn, who did that?
Anthony
80?
Davis.
Anthony Davis, y'all.
Yeah, that was decent,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
This is one of
decent.
his better years, bro. No
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
He was killing.
He gave motherfuckers 100 all he could. So I'm not.
AD always kills.
But-
I don't know why people act like he don't, like he not.
But how many games?
This
did
one
he
was
play?
like down. Like
He just don't give you good regular season time.
But how
He
many
gives you
games
good-
did
he
he
gives you
play?
post.
no, they feel like they were down.
How many
But
games
they
did they
they
win?
give you
No,
good
his down year
postseason.
was 23-10, 3-3.
23.
But how many
Yeah.
games did he
Not
play
take
in
that,
those
but you right, he had
seasons?
two years. It was 20. He had 22. Then next year he had 23.
Yeah.
You just gotta
You know,
see.
But
and that's
still,
not horrible.
No.
It's just, you know what I'm saying, when you think of AD and how dope
Yeah.
he is, you know he can
Right.
come around and give you 40 or 50
He
and a
should.
20 rebound game. Then when you hear he averaging 22 points,
No,
you
that's
can't
totally
say that
fair.
sounds a little bit, you know,
Yeah,
that
no,
is
that's
definitely
fair.
a down year for him.
Yeah, for him, yeah, absolutely.
But you also got to think about how many games he played, because
A
the
lot.
most games
A
that
lot recently.
not really,
A
because
lot
the most
recently.
games he probably
Yeah,
ever
man.
played, he played in a Pelicans uniform, and I can promise
No, he been playing them games with them Lakers.
you that he
Straight up.
played some
We have to
games
stop
with
the
the
narrative.
Lakers.
We have to stop calling this motherfucker street clothes because of it. This
20,
motherfucker.
in 23-24, he played 76 games. He played 51 last year. And then this year, 42-9. So he played 51 this year.
Yeah, he got hurt late.
51 games.
But he was on the path to, you know what I'm saying?
That's still 30 games missed. He's almost out of contention to get voted in for any type of award that is offered. Because there's plenty players that have.
So what did you said? So you said keep him. Yeah, actually, you know, yeah. Say that you said keep the pick, Cooper Flag.
Oh, yeah, keep the pick.
Oh, my bad.
You said keep. But what did you say? How'd you?
Oh, I didn't say
He
that.
never
My
said
fault,
nothing.
how'd you feel?
Oh shit, man. This is a good case where you just you figure it out well. And I feel like this is a position where like this might be where you could get the best player. But for what? You just traded you just fired Jason Kidd. You have no coach to coach this man up. If you're going at this rate, you don't know who's like really gonna be your head coach going right now. So this is a situation
Without Jason Kidd.
where you trade this pick to Phoenix and you pick up KD, like you previously mentioned, because now you have leverage. You pick up KD, you probably pick up like Grayson Allen. You maybe find you another little piece out that shit and get you a pick. And this is what you pick up, and this is where you start, because now you'll have Grayson Allen coming off the bench. You'll have Kyrie in and out. That could work. You'll have KD who can carry you. You have AD. Then you have Gafford, Lively. You could have some pieces that could rotate a little bit and then work on something. This could be something that could be a leverage point to
I
get
don't
KD to
even
your
know
team.
how that would even work financially.
Grayson
But
Allen brings you defense,
you're
and you
raising
can
an
sign him for
eyebrow
like
here.
10
For the
16.
right
You're
move,
raising
for
an eyebrow.
the right
Yeah,
move
you're
at the
raising
pick,
an
this could be
eyebrow,
something
son.
that could be leveraged.
Hold on,
Phoenix
man.
wants to dump some
That
of these
sounds
guys.
good to me.
They want to restart. Having a guy over there like a
That's
Cooper
some
Flag
iffy
would work
motherfuckers.
for them because it's him and Booker. They can work.
Kyrie.
And you know
KD.
KD want to be in
Steady.
Texas,
That'd
so
be
why
fine.
not? Why not?
Can I-
Send
It
him
it
back.
is something that could be looked at that's beneficial for both teams.
Yeah.
That would be fun to watch. If I can, without question, I think you draft Cooper Flag. In my opinion, Kyrie and Anthony Davis are both injury prone.
Probably.
Flag can be the piece to build around for the next decade to give that fan base some hope. Now, Davis and Kyrie, if they both stay healthy, this team can be serious contenders for the next 2 to 3 years. But Cooper reminds me of a young Tatum and could be the type of player that players want to come play with. Now, let's say Kyrie and Anthony Davis don't stay healthy. That's fine. You can use both of those guys as trade pieces when you look at teams like Denver or even Houston that feel like they're a star away. So that's why I feel like you have to draft Cooper Flag. He's the type of player where almost can't miss. And for one, he's a wing. When you look at, I just talked about championships outside of Isaiah Thomas and Walt Frazier. Point guards don't necessarily win you championships as the best player on the team. Wings and big men do. Cooper Flag can be a generational wing. So I feel like you absolutely keep him. You already lost Luka. You got lucky enough to have another piece to build around.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you keep him. If Kyrie and Anthony Davis if they seem like they can't stay healthy, they still have enough. They're still good enough to where you can trade pieces to put around him, young pieces. Because what you really want to do, you want players to grow together, right?
Yeah.
So
It's not gonna work.
right. So
because they get hurt too much. You gotta trade AD. And it sounds
that's
crazy. Because you just got him.
That
You keep Cooper Flag because that's that position.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And
Either one of the two, either
you have
Kyrie
to.
or AD.
You have
because
to.
it's a double whammy when both of these dudes get hurt
Exactly.
all the time.
Exactly.
You will never win anything
Exactly.
depending on both of them. If you gotta
Exactly.
depend on one, okay. But both of them,
Exactly.
we've seen it too many times.
Yep.
This same thing we ask for Porzingis every year. No, he's not going to be healthy.
Yep.
It's the same
He's only a
thing
year older.
Chris Paul went through his entire career.
Yep.
It does not matter how good Chris Paul's season is. He's going to get hurt at some point in time.
Yeah.
He ain't making it to the championship series.
Yeah.
He never had.
I mean, so that's
But
just
let's
that's
be
just my opinion.
really realistic right now, okay? Getting Cooper Flag doesn't put them in a playoff contention.
Not at all.
Getting KD instantly puts them in a playoff contention. This is what I'm saying is a useful tool because KD wants to
I like
be-
maximizing your playoff window, your championship window.
I think-
I like the idea.
But I think this is going to be a look where they go out like a route like the Clippers went. They're going to look for some veteran guys to work with what they got
Yes.
going on now.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
this is kind of what I'm seeing with the
Yeah.
GM and what he's doing. No, I'm just looking at what he's doing, and this is kind of what it's reflecting.
All I
That
would
would
want
be
with KD
terrible.
is a hell of 5 point guard.
But having
you have to know how to
AD,
do-
Kyrie, and
My point guard needs to know how to run pick and roll with them bigs
That
and
is
get
going
KD
to
the
be
ball.
AD?
horrible.
Yeah, I would
It's
need
going
the
to be
right point guard.
Brooklyn.
no, it's because
It's going to
of-
be Brooklyn
no,
2.0.
No, because
I
of this.
wouldn't have. I wouldn't
because-
have Kyrie handling the ball.
This is how I look at it.
I'm
This
looking
is
at
how
from
I
an
look
injury
at it.
standpoint.
No.
You got
and-
3 injury prone.
Okay, no, but this is how
Yeah,
you
if
do
you
it.
keep AD.
But you don't play them all like that.
No.
Easily, all three of these guys can win you games single-handedly by themselves. You only need them to all three play for big games. Boston, the Knicks. You don't need
Yeah.
all three of them. AD can carry a game, Kyrie can carry a game, and KD can
But
definitely
they get
carry a
hurt,
game.
they miss the
That's
ball.
all you really need.
But they get hurt in the midst of all of that all the time.
Because what you're not looking at
Because
is
you
chemistry.
want too much of them. That's
Nah,
why
nah,
they
you're
get
not- you're not
hurt.
looking at
You require
chemistry,
too
bro.
much. Look
The
how
chemistry
Phoenix use them.
between KD
They need him
and
to win now.
Kyrie, that's good. That's
It doesn't matter. That
Kyrie
we're talking about injury-prone players that are probably going to
But-
be out the league in the next 3 years.
But you
About
got
to
to think
say they
about
both
why.
get older,
no,
too.
but you got to think about why they're injury prone at
It
the
doesn't-
same
it doesn't
time because
matter.
they got.
We know they're getting older
No,
as they
yeah,
already
they
been
gotta play
injury
all
prone
those
the whole
games.
time.
Yeah, but it's
It's
also
not
because they
looking
got to
good.
play all
The
those
upside is
games.
horrible.
But they're not like if you put 4 superstars on a team, that's what he's talking potentially. At any given moment, you could set any one of them down.
Okay.
All of them get-
You're right. You want to know what happens when you do that?
It's called load management.
No,
And
it's
that's-
called. You know what it's called? 11 fucking place. The Phoenix Suns.
Nah, that's
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about.
that's only
ran.
3.
Because
That's
they're
only
poorly ran.
and that was
They're
No,
poorly
because
ran.
they're
And that was
injury
ass.
prone, and there's no chemistry. It's the same
Yeah.
thing we saw with Brooklyn a
But-
few years prior, where you had KD, Harden, and
Once again, poorly ran.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how poorly ran you are.
But
if
you
you're
gotta also-
injury prone.
you got to think about what
Chemistry
Brooklyn did
plays a
before
big
that. Brooklyn,
bro, just hear me out, bro.
Brooklyn brought in Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen.
And what did they do?
With James Harden trash. Yes. So the 2.0 has already been happening.
But
the 2.0 already happened.
And that was because they were far past their prime.
That was KD.
They were far past their prime.
But Harden was supposed to be their third option. That's why it failed because he played.
And Harden, and
that's why that failed.
No, Harden. Who? That was one of Harden's best seasons.
Offensively, not defensively. He don't play defense.
What?
He only play one side of the ball.
But guess what?
And he got hurt.
And y'all also got to remember they didn't let motherfucking Kyrie play even when healthy most of that time because the pandemic shit happened. Bro. So like. It wasn't. That's not his fault. That's not his fault. They could have been better.
Well, it's definitely his fault.
He didn't want to get vaccinated.
Shit, it wasn't just that. He had that, another suspension after that, another after that. Boy, the nigga had like a 40-game suspension.
He got hurt.
That nigga suspended for 30 games.
He got, man, he couldn't.
Real talk, like 28.
Y'all let us know how y'all feel.
Third of the season.
I personally think you absolutely.
The first half of the season, he couldn't play at home.
For retweeting some shit.
He could
anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah. That's the shit that got his Nike stuff taken away down there.
It's supposedly.
Allegedly.
We don't know that. We don't.
Because he said the Earth is flat, they took away Nike.
I would have taken my money back too.
I would have too, but still,
no.
But nah.
Now he said some other shit too.
But we gotta keep it moving because we gotta get to the schedule. A Cool's Corner, man. My soundboard went dead on us, but that is all right. A Cool's Corner, man.
All right.
What you got for the people to check out?
It's quick. If you like Naruto, hey. As much as people say if they say you shouldn't watch Boruto to get back into Naruto, I say opposite. Go back, watch a little bit of Boruto, because your old players come back into the game and it shows just them older with their kids type shit. So it's something familiar for people who want to get back into watching anime, and also something that you can understand right away, because if you watch the Shinobi Wars and all that, like Naruto Shippuden and Naruto the very first original, like it's an easy way to just get back into it. And then also just watching some Spawn off of HBO. So like, I'm from the 90s. Like I grew up in the 90s, so watching Spawn and catching Dragon Ball Z in subtitles was my shit. So go back, watch some of that shit. It'll get you back into it, get back into the mode of it. I'm just tired of telling people about the updates. I'm trying to get you back into it. So like, if you're in your 30s and you used to watch anime and shit like that, bruh, anime is for everybody who has kids. I promise you that. It keeps your head fresh, your mind good. So like, it brings animation and it also brings out the fun side of shit in life. So go back and watch something.
That's what's up. I'm not a big anime guy. I think it's trash. But
he can think it's trash, but I bet you this nigga likes something.
But no bullshit. Everybody else I know love anime, and if you aren't in the Chicago area by chance, I think it's this month or next month. I even want to check it out. I'm not big on Pokemon, but if you like Pokemon and you're in the Chicago area, I just looked at the Field Museum by the Chicago Bear Stadium right on the water. It's beautiful. Check it out. They're actually going to be having Pokemon, but actual like skeletons. It's of course it's fake, but just like how you got like prehistoric fossils, it's going to be Pokemon fossils. So it's going to be like Charmander and all that. Yeah, it's going to actually look super dope. So yeah, that's a Cool's Corner, man. So,
completely uninterested.
I would like science.
You have to see it.
Yeah, but it
looks
looks
one of my favorite museums, so
yeah,
right.
I'll definitely do it.
If you like museums, it's something to go see.
And if you like
and
the Shed Aquarium, I personally, I'll pick Shed Aquarium over that.
Yeah, I've never in my life.
You never been to Shed Aquarium?
I've been to it multiple times.
I love the Shed. I love the Shed.
I never picked that over the museum.
Really?
Yeah.
Which museum? Science and Industry?
Yeah, Science.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm from the Museum of Science and Industry though.
No, I got the Shed Aquarium over
I used to
there.
work there.
That shit's amazing.
Yeah, I'm paying that.
That's dope, yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's amazing.
I like
Dope.
water.
I love water too. Stop fucking with it.
Moving right
Yeah.
along, man. 3 games
like
in the
that
NFL. No,
Not
3
at all.
games in the
You don't
NFL
like
schedule. You can't wait to watch. But it can't be any Bear games. I'm going to kick it off. Week 3, Detroit versus Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
be a
good.
fun one.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see how Jared Goff and that
Early.
team is gonna respond.
Yeah.
And also being Baltimore typically they'll typically lose that first few 8 weeks. They're gonna lose a game or 2 that they shouldn't lose. So I'm interested in seeing that. Hendo, what's the one game out of one game you can't wait to see?
Shit, no specific week. Bills, Ravens.
Okay,
You know, they got to see each other off back.
that's gonna be fun.
Always a fun game. Always.
That was
Bills.
close. That was close. One of my teams. I got the Eagles and the Chiefs September 14th. You know
Ooh,
what I'm saying? Eagles, Chiefs. That's always gonna be good.
day after
Nah.
my birthday. That's gonna be fun.
Ooh, nice.
Mine's a preseason game, to be honest. I just want to see what the Bills. I mean, not the Bills. I want to see what the Bengals and the Eagles
You always
were.
got something crazy to say.
Cause I want to see what the
You ain't
I want to
got
see what the Bengals in
in
the.
the preseason.
Hey, no, cause I just
You
want to
pick the
see.
game that don't count.
Yep.
Out of all the games you get to pick, you pick one that don't count.
He said
Yep.
the one that don't count.
Cause I want to see the secondary. I already know what the first. I already know what the starting team's gonna do. I want to see what the secondary team gonna do right now, because then that gives me more like leverage for
This is what
seeing.
This is the way it is.
I bet it
Man,
is.
too much on that, man. Next week.
No, I just want to see that. I just want to see that.
No, you know, I'm not
It's
mad
your
at
comments
that.
and it's red lights.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I just want to see what the second team's got.
It's
Cause
your red lights.
For me, I got week
and you
4.
talking about I can't pick a Bears game.
It's
We-
you and red lights. Just know that. That's why I smoke so
ahead.
much weed.
All
It's
right,
red
man.
lights.
Chill.
Go ahead, Mr. Mad Max.
Week 4, Baltimore versus Kansas City.
Boo, I already know the winner.
Right.
Baltimore versus Kansas City. Yeah, that's always a good one.
That's gonna be fun.
You already know the winner.
You already know the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at the game. I ain't gonna get on film.
We ain't gonna talk about this.
I want motherfuckers
We
already
need
gonna
them
do
picks.
this or
Stuff.
something.
Who you got?
We need them picks.
Well, we-
Second game.
It's on
Just the
Bills.
second game.
It's
I
on
thought
Bills.
it was on this nigga.
I
Shit, second game we're going Pittsburgh, Baltimore, December 7th.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like they
Because I
had
thought
Aaron
one of them was
Rodgers
before me.
and yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun. Endo, you ready?
Yeah.
Second game that you like to see.
Week 2, man. Falcons versus Vikings.
Both starting rookie
Ooh,
quarterbacks
yeah.
going in there. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure Penny's gonna be starting. I'm pretty sure Penny's gonna be. And then JJ McCarthy, it's gonna be a different look.
I need to see what's going on.
I want to see what's going on. That's gonna be a nice
It's
game.
gonna be fun. 2 domes.
Week 2?
It should be a lot.
Come on, man. That's gonna be a nice
That's gonna be a
game.
lot of talent on the field. A lot of talent, a lot of skill
I need
positions.
16 TVs.
My
Drake
phone
London,
sucks
Jefferson.
down here.
Bijan, that's gonna be a fun. That should be fun.
Oh,
Stubbs, so you got
don't forget Bijan.
Man, I'm trying to find it. Because I wanted to see Washington versus, I think they played Baltimore. I'm just not sure what week.
what week it was.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
hell yeah. Thinking about Lamar against it. I got for me, it's gonna be late in the season. This should be a lot of fun. Week 14, Bengals versus Buffalo in Buffalo.
Man.
That's gonna be fun. I got a feeling they both gonna be battling for some type of playoff position. It should be in the snow by that time.
That is December 7th.
Is that the 7th?
Yeah, that's my last game.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Buffalo against Buffalo
That
against
shit gonna
Cincinnati.
be fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I got that
Fucking
week
Joe.
14. Joe Burrow's so fucking good, man.
Joey B. Trying to tell you, boy.
I'm telling you,
One
man.
was.
That Bengals team, bro, in a few years, their offense pretty much fit.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Now tonight, just
Otherwise,
focus on
offense.
defense.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that shit out.
Go, they need to get Hendricks. Hendo, who you got? Third game now of the season. Can't wait to see. Can't be a Bear game.
Man, I'm gonna keep it a
Third
buck,
and
man.
final.
It's gonna pop up a little awkward, man. Week 6, man. San Fran versus Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Trying to see what San Fran talking about.
Well, I think that's gonna be a a pinnacle game at that point for both of them teams. So you're gonna see the best of them at that point. They just played Brock Purdy all that money. That's gonna be a good team because I'm just saying Tampa Bay is a potential playoff team at any given time. You know.
Yeah. They ain't
So-
so, the last 2 years, didn't it?
Yeah.
This is somebody you might have to really see. And if McCaffrey not healthy at that point, or if he coming back a little slow, week 6, we gonna know.
And I was wrong. It's versus the Broncos.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
Both
it's
next
versus
against,
yeah, it's versus the Broncos.
one more.
I'm not excited about any bonus game.
And then for me,
That's how I gotta feel.
it
Be better than that.
Man.
Right?
nah. Then it's what?
You
Not
offended.
just with my John
You
Evans
offended
t-shirt.
Hood Freddie
Just
Krueger.
with my John Evans t-shirt.
Oh wow.
Despicable.
That's nasty work.
Shit, yeah. Despicable shit.
One more game, stuff.
Uh,
Can't wait to see. Can't be a Bear game.
nah. It's actually Washington versus the Eagles.
Ooh,
That's a good game.
That's
a
a
good
good
game.
ass game. Where's that at? Is that in Philly?
It don't matter, guys see each other both.
No, they got.
That's the vision.
Straight
Yep.
up.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
the vision.
right.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta see
sure
both.
is.
That's what I'm saying. It don't matter.
Yep.
That's gonna be fun.
And then for the last one.
That was the last one.
That was
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the last one. That was your third one.
Oh damn. Okay.
He said he
Cut
cut off.
off.
Cut your
No,
water
because
off, man.
I'm ready to see him play Dallas too.
What for?
Because like
Dallas is decimated. I don't know why this is having like a conversation.
What receiver they just get though? They just got-
It don't fucking matter who the fuck they just got. It. Oh my god, it don't matter.
Picking some Steelers.
Your Pickens.
It doesn't matter.
a little bit.
No, it does not matter, bro.
kinda not.
It
Nigga.
kind of does.
No, it does not, bro.
How not?
It does.
In the grand scheme
All right.
of
In
things,
the grand-
it don't matter.
Right.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
It does, man.
All
It
right.
does matter.
All right,
This is why
all
they
right.
play the game.
Because
They're
they're
ready.
Dallas.
Thank you. The record will be the same.
Yeah.
Because they're
Or they gonna
Dallas.
fuck up in the same way. It don't even matter what their record is.
Somewhat.
I'm
Do you
gonna-
understand?
I'm
These
gonna
niggas
go
have a
wrong.
rookie head coach.
You-
And
They won't be in the championship
he's
game.
Really,
They won't be in the conference championship.
he's really
game.
good. What?
he's
He's up and coming.
no, he's white.
That's it, man. That's
We
it,
don't
man.
even know
Come
his
on, man.
name, nigga. Get this nigga
His
out of
name
Hey,
is
Pack him up.
But I do know who his
That's his
defensive coordinator is. I do know who his defensive coordinator is.
that nigga.
Eberflus.
That nigga's the default
So
coach
yeah,
on Madden.
he definitely fucked that right up. Even Flus ain't never went nowhere and fixed nothing. I'm just saying. Like,
I could never be excited to see any Dallas games this year. I know it's going
Dallas
to be.
Cowboy coach Matthew Loop.
Matthew Loop and Eberflus. Come on,
I
man.
just say that.
This is a horrible guy. Look at it. See, it sounds good.
I'm pretty sure he's a
Dallas.
Steinbrenner. So
They
not
can
a
be running some
Steinbrenner,
mad
something.
tabs at Applebee's.
Whatever. We fucking up. My fault. We gotta move along, man.
Dude, cheap
Going
shit.
with the Chicago Bears schedule, man. We're gonna run this down
Nigga
really
stole some
quick.
underwear. The Dallas Cowboys stole some underwear. No, he stole cologne.
You stupid.
He
as
stole
hell.
cologne.
Chicago Bears Monday night football. Open it up against
Oh, man.
the Minnesota Vikings, man. Detroit. Hopefully, this one time the Vikings lose.
Tell them
man.
up 1-0. Yep, tell them right on up.
Week
1-0.
one.
Rookie quarterback, they ain't ready.
In Minnesota, who we got? Actually, it's in Chicago. Actually,
Chicago.
It don't matter.
Minnesota. Who we got? Week 1, Bears, Vikings.
Oh shit, man! That's the Bears win, man.
That's a Bears.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We gonna come out. This is a statement game,
Yeah, that's a
bro.
Bears dub.
Stubbs, you got your phone?
It's
Vikings,
Minnesota.
No. So you got your phone?
Yeah.
That's
All
how
right.
it's
You want to
gonna
keep track of the score or how many wins as right now?
go. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and keep
Give me
track
1
of that,
second.
man.
Okay.
No, I'm saying give me 1 second.
So who you got? Vikings, Bears, Stubbs,
Me, I got Vikings.
Vikings. Okay.
Hold on. How we doing this?
JJ McCarthy
Put our
will never
names
play
down.
an NFL game. Is gonna be throwing that.
Well, put our
No.
initials down.
Oh no. We're going.
No. JJ McCarthy
Yeah,
will
yeah,
never
so we had
play
three.
an NFL game.
Yeah,
Is gonna be playing that day.
Right.
So you writing down the win.
Exactly. That would be a
Gotcha.
win. Exactly. So Hendo, you say win. Vikings, Bears, week 1.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Bears.
At home.
Yeah, I win.
Stubbs, you say Vikings.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Y'all let us know who I got. Ash home, Ben. Fuck it, man. I gotta go home team. Give me Bears.
About to say if it's
Yeah, I
split, I
better-
don't know how we gonna do that.
Yeah, Bears. Bears.
It's about to be a Dre sweep in this bitch.
Um,
I'm telling you.
Week 2.
Say word.
It's a noon game at Detroit.
I bet I'm about to have the most
we
wins
got?
out of all us.
Bears of Detroit.
Detroit.
Week 2.
It's in Detroit too, huh?
Yeah. Detroit.
Yeah. Detroit might get that
Yeah, I'm
game.
gonna say
We might be a
Detroit.
1-1.
Detroit.
That'd be one of those games where I'd be surprised if we do
iffy.
get it like that because that'd be a big game for us. But they might get us by like a field goal. I can see that.
You got Detroit.
Yeah.
You might as well put Dre at the very bottom.
I got Chicago, man. We're starting out 2-0.
I got him 0-2.
Ben Johnson going back to that team. He's gonna have something to prove.
I get it. But I
can
just
be-
feel like it's gonna be a close game. I feel like it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a close
Now,
game.
I
Because Jared Goff is still a good quarterback. It's not like he bad. It's not like a team, but they are missing a defensive and offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson does know him very well. I can see this just being a really close game, a field goal game.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I said 1-1.
I
Realistically,
could also see us losing by a touchdown or two because I feel
a
like
field goal. It's a field goal.
Well, no, because I feel like it's gonna
It's
take a
gonna
while
be
for
a
the
full
offensive
sweep.
line to gel. It's
Detroit's
gonna take a
gonna-
while for the offense to gel. It's not gonna be open.
I'm 1-1.
Week 3,
That's a while to jail, shit.
Dallas Cowboys coming to play the Chicago Bears. Win or loss?
I got the Bears. I ain't never betting on no Dallas nothing.
I got the Bears,
How that
man.
work? I would
We
never say
2-1.
Dallas is
We
not
2-1
anything.
at this rate. Cowboys
So
ain't
you
never
got
talking about
Bears,
nothing.
Cowboys.
Yeah, nah, I ain't going Dallas nothing.
I'm going Bears this one.
Bears.
Eberflus
Okay.
don't know what to do.
Give me Chicago, man.
Yeah.
We 2-1.
Give me Chicago. Week 4 at Las Vegas. 325 game.
Who's the quarterback over there?
No one.
Gino. And then they got then they just got the
Genty.
Oh,
no.
no, Bears. I'm going Bears. I'm up it.
Max Crosby.
I ain't got
Yeah.
no confidence.
I am
Gino.
going with Gino.
And Pierce now.
Gino.
Gino.
Hendo, who you got?
I got the Bears. I think our defense is better than that, man. That's the game I see us winning. Raiders, they're all right, man, but I don't know if they got all the weapons right now. Crosby's nice, but that's just one disruption. He's the best disruption, but I think we're better than that. Yeah, but
I
that's
got
one
Bears.
person.
I got Bears.
Defense keep you in the game too, and right now our offense is finding its identity.
Week 5 is our bye week. I wish it would have been a little bit later, but it is what it is. Week 6. It's gonna be a fun one, man. This is a Monday night game again
Monday night.
at Washington. Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels.
Man, we had them.
You already know
child
who I'm
turkeys
going.
beat, man.
Nah, you didn't.
We had them niggas
No, you
beat.
didn't.
That last play.
Y'all didn't think he
man.
had the arm to get it that far, or his dog would have been in position.
Man, this nigga was walking up the field out.
I bet he
guy
was.
talking to the motherfucking crowd and shit.
Because he didn't think he had the arm, and he still.
So
heaved
guess
that
what?
bitch.
Now the tape is out. Guess what? We know he got the arm now. We don't do that.
Y'all picks.
We don't give up a Hail Mary and we
Washington. Washington.
Bears, nigga.
Washington.
Who you got,
What you
Hendo?
talking about?
Man, this
I
man
ain't going to get
did this without no preparation from the offensive coordinator and still came out here and went toe to toe with this man on it. Man, it gotta be the Bears.
I'm putting
It
down.
gotta be.
What you
It's
think?
not
I
that
got
Jaden Daniels is
You
bad,
got
bro.
Washington.
He's
That'll
he
be our-
has somebody to
That'll
help
be
him.
our first loss.
No,
Bruh.
man, I can't do that one.
If it's a
Bruh,
2-2 tie,
He had him beat from college.
So you can just set it
I
just
got
put
it.
win, just put it
Yeah.
as a draw, then we can go.
He had him
Yeah,
beat
we
from
go down to the
college.
draw category.
Nah, I got my
Draw
listing right
category,
here.
game
I'm
one.
naming off everybody that I'm
Week
picking.
7. We're home, noon game, New Orleans Saints.
We supposed to beat them.
We supposed to, but the Saints come marching in. I'm going Saints. And I hate every bet that I'm going against them.
I got the Bears. I don't know what the fuck the Saints quarterback is right now. I didn't do it, just retired. I'm just saying, nigga, I don't even know if to play quarterback for them. They finna put Taysom Hill in again and shit. That's what they finna do. I'm going Bears.
Spencer Rattler is down there too.
Who?
Spencer. Don't do Spence like that.
I
That's
did
what I'm
Spence
saying.
Like that. I did somebody just like that. I'm sorry.
Don't do Spence
You
like
want some
that.
of this?
Letters. I'm on too many letters.
This can explain a lot of your answers.
Spencer Rattler was the guy who Caleb Williams replaced. Spencer Rattler was supposed to be the next big QB. He was 90.
He sounded like the center for the
He nice.
76ers with Allen Iverson. Radcliffe, that's what we talking about. I don't know who this guy is.
Spencer Rattler, man. Check him out.
Oh, okay. Well, he
I
gonna
got
see the Bears.
I got the
week
Bears.
one,
I got the
whatever
Bears
it
week 7. Endo, who you got?
Gotta be the Bears, man. They ain't got no fucking quarterback over there, man.
Man.
So they just D-line heavy. I mean, come on, man. We gonna figure that out.
Yeah.
Week
Bears-
8.
Bears beat the Saints. Mark it down.
At Baltimore, noon game.
At Baltimore.
Yeah, noon game. This is week 8. This is normally when Baltimore
Yeah.
start humming.
If you take that loss right there.
Yeah,
Nah.
I say loss.
Yeah, that's a loss. I don't know.
Nah, that's the game we win.
I said this is what we on.
That's the
This
game
is
we
what-
win.
This is what we on right now.
That-
You
that-
know,
I
asked him when we started this shit. Said,
I went
you know,
week 3 with the Chicago win.
He had me.
No.
He denied it.
No,
Tooth
no.
and nail.
No, I
This is what
didn't.
We all know.
No,
Okay.
alright, go ahead.
So we all say a loss.
He denied me tooth and nail.
Yeah.
Did I?
Bumper clot.
Grinding my gears.
Yeah,
Grinding my gears.
Rascalad.
What's going on here?
That's
That's a L,
Hey,
right?
that's a dub. all day. Watch. Watch. You gonna see. You gonna see. All right.
I'm talking about amongst us, how we voting the L.
No, we
You
ain't
seem
voting.
like-
I'm keeping
It's-
everybody who I'm
So we
voting
got,
for.
so we got
And
a
I got the
loss.
real
Just for
list
you.
I said
And I
loss.
got the real list for us
That's
right
loss.
No.
Week
Get
9.
mine.
Yep.
Oh, who did you say? My fault.
Nigga, this is a severe loss, nigga. They're
Yeah,
gonna run
severe.
us to
Yeah.
death,
Yeah,
nigga.
it's
What are you
gonna
talking
be
about?
bad.
This is in
It's
Baltimore.
probably gonna be
This is
bad.
they need this because they
Yeah,
probably gonna be in
chance to be
competition
real
with
bad.
Kansas City heavy at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
They need this more than us at this point.
No,
We
this
gonna be
the
up.
time
He
they-
got a chance to be
We gonna be
bad.
up, nigga. We don't need that game that much. We might even sit a nigga like, hey man, just sit for a minute, dog.
Relax.
If we do win this game, we winning the championship. If we beat them,
No, this,
I don't know about
we're
that.
gonna be.
if we
Yeah,
beat
that's kinda
Baltimore
early in the season.
with Derrick Henry and
Yeah, I don't
That's
care.
kind
And-
of early.
Derrick-
We have a shot. We have a
We
shot.
did, I don't care.
and Lamar
like our-
Jackson,
We should like our
and
playoff
everything,
chances.
if we beat them,
Bro, I'm
We should
happy-
like our playoff
if we
chances.
beat them,
If
I'm
we
happy
that's
if
the-
we win 8 games. this
come
year.
on,
If
bro.
we beat them, we should like our playoff chances.
That's a loss though.
That's it.
That game's a loss. Long story short.
No,
Week 9 at Cincinnati, noon game.
We lose that game.
I feel like we lose that game.
I said loss. It's gonna be
we win.
We lose more in the back
We're gonna
end.
score. I feel like we'll score a lot of points. Caleb will be impressive. The offense will look impressive, but that defense is gonna be lack.
Nah,
No, their receivers are nice.
It's a
They're-
it's gonna
they're
be a-
nice.
it's
We'll
gonna
see
be a
where
shootout.
Hendricks goes and we'll
No,
talk
It's
later.
gonna be a shootout. Well, I'd say loss. What you say, Stud?
I said win.
Okay, Bills.
That against Cincinnati, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
We agree.
Okay. Week 10, another noon game. New York Giants against the Chicago Bears in Chicago.
Oh, that's a dub.
Win.
That's a dub, my guy.
I got to win. Week 11.
Oh, yeah, it's right. Yeah.
At Minnesota. This is another noon game. Round.
Minnesota.
Mhm.
At Minnesota. First time we played Minnesota. That was the second time we played
Second
Minnesota.
time. Second
Yeah.
time.
Do they get their revenge? I think so. They are a smart group. But I may have to go Minnesota that second time. It's hard to clean that division like
all
that all the
Sean
time.
McVay.
Yeah. I feel like if we beat anybody 2 times this year, though, it could be them out of our division. I don't know how that rookie quarterback look. I know I should look. I'm going Bears.
Bears?
Yeah, I'm just rooting for motherfuckers. Nah, I'm not even sure if I'm doing this right in my
He
mind.
ain't. He ain't.
And at this point, I rooted for them this time.
I got Minnesota. I think it's hard to. I think that's a well coached team and they do have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Endo, who you got?
I think we got to split with Minnesota this year.
Yeah.
I think we'll split with them.
Week
I mean,
11.
they'll figure it out at one point. I think we're gonna have to win. We're gonna lose one and win one with them.
So you got lost as well.
Yeah. In Minnesota.
So, Week
Yeah.
11.
Chicago.
Chicago.
God damn it, I'm going with the
Sweep.
loss. Nah, I'm going with the loss.
No, I got
needed you
Chicago.
to say-
What you mean?
I needed you to say that.
No, they're gonna lose. They're gonna
I
lose the
feel like
very
we gonna
first
lose.
game. We're losing the game opener. I'm telling you that now.
I'm
Game
for the loss,
opener,
man, for
the
what?
game opener, we're losing.
No.
This is gonna be our revenge game for
I see
against the
what you're saying.
Vikings.
I see
So
what you're saying. Okay.
we're going
Like
back heavy.
Like I said, we just gonna be a win game lose. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We gonna win
We're-
one, lose one. Whether it's that one or first one, it's just gonna be a split with them regardless.
This is gonna be fun,
I
man.
feel the same way.
Week 12. Is this Thanksgiving at 23?
Maybe.
11/23?
Something wrong.
Something like
Or
that.
right around Thanksgiving. Pittsburgh Steelers comes to Chicago noon game.
Who's the quarterback?
More than likely Aaron Rodgers. That's what I'm hearing. That's what they're saying. It'll probably be Aaron Rodgers.
Can't allow this nigga to beat us in a different uniform.
It's gonna be Rodgers.
Now that I think about it, I don't even like
Steelers.
the optics on that.
Well, actually, they lost Pickett, right? So who's their
They
go-to?
lost Fields, they lost everybody. Nigga.
No, who's their go-to receiver over there? DK.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, that's Steelers. Yep. See,
DK Metcalf.
Steelers. Sorry.
I got Chicago.
At least I got us going 5 straight though.
This is gonna be a tough game,
This
but I
is
got
tough.
Chicago squeezing this out by at least a field goal. Just for the simple fact is we don't know who their quarterback is right now, and I'm not going to sit here and put anybody over the progress of what we're going to see out of ours right now. And I'm not going to think that just the Steelers defense is at the point where they can do it. They don't have their offense figured out at all.
It depends on who they get in there. It depends on who they get in there to throw the ball to DK.
I don't know
Look
if
what
Aaron Rodgers could be enough right now. Our defense.
Look
is
at what
nice.
Geno Smith did with him.
With who? Geno did with who?
With DK. He revamped his
I mean,
whole
that looked
career
good.
off of just
that looked
that.
good to go to a playoff game. That was decent. I mean, let's be honest.
But
They surprised a couple guys, but it wasn't
3 years
sustainable. All
of
the niggas got traded.
it's 3 years of it.
But I feel you. But just to make a playoff
So-
game, like we be talking different if they made it a little bit further to like.
You thought his career was dying out
No, we knew he was a good quarterback. He was just on shit teams. Everybody knew he was just on shit
for the
teams.
Jets.
That's a
He was
shit,
there-
bro.
he
That's
was there
a
when
shit
they had-
team, bro. No, bro. The Jets.
They
We
had
can't even
good-
talk about them and be like realistic.
Yeah.
Like that's a shit
Was
team.
that so who?
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you had
Keep it a
Pittsburgh winning or losing?
I got Pittsburgh winning if Rodgers
Yeah.
is the quarterback.
Bears.
Bears?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bears beat Pittsburgh.
Come on, man.
I
We
talk
don't know
smooth, I
the
talk
quarterback
smooth into
is.
that. All that shit was valid.
I'm actually gonna go.
You got it.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. I think Tom will outcoach. I think Tom will outcoach the rookie head coach.
Tom Coughlin's still there.
Oh, of course, I want the Bears to win, but week 13 at Philly. This is a 2:00 game.
That's a loss. Philly is a championship team. They ready. I think they're just gonna do a whole bunch of little run shit. This is where our D line gets kind of exposed. This is one of those games, but we're gonna figure it out. But we'll take a game like this against Philly because after we lose this game, we'll know how to play motherfuckers. That's a game we need, but we'll lose it. It'll be a close game. It'll be like a touchdown game. They'll beat us by a touchdown.
Yeah.
Plus Hurts to figure it out. Plus, like Saquon, bro, we not stopping too many of him. Like he'll wear you down to where Hurts to figure it
Who
out.
you got, Stub? Philly.
I got Chicago
I got Chicago too.
because you already know.
Yeah,
Nah, because this is where they're already up on the season, so this games don't really try to matter to them.
But Philly
That's what
is
I'm
an
looking
up
at,
on
is that
season
by week
defeater
13,
though.
But they're
that
gonna be
offense and that
up
offensive
probably
line
like
should be gelling.
So it's a
This-
drill.
12.
this-
They
this-
probably
this
had
gonna be
12,
Caleb
11
come out
wins
game,
at that
man.
point.
It's gonna be one of Caleb's big games.
It's
He's
week
gonna
It's
13.
gonna look nice. We're gonna lose by a touchdown. Saquon.
Week 14
This is crazy.
at the Packers. It's a noon game.
Oh, that's a dub for us. That's a dub.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. We should got them twice last year. We lost by a field goal. Keep it a buck.
That's a dub.
Bills.
We gonna get smacked by the Steelers just to win
I
too.
win the game. Shit,
They can't figure it out right now.
What have you seen that says we
I
can't
feel like they
beat
gonna
Love?
split.
Lost.
I feel like we gonna split with them, so I don't know
Yeah.
which game to pick.
You
I'm
might
gonna
as
say
well.
loss. We had a big win against the Eagles last week. We come back to the Packers. We'll take a
Then I'm gonna
loss.
say win.
Not if we lost
just
to the
lost
Steelers.
Eagles and we need to win, so we gonna beat the Packers.
Nah, if we lost to the Steelers, we gonna win 2 games back.
So did we just split that vote again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a split. Yeah.
We got more draws than goddamn anything else, man. We gonna have to figure this shit out.
That's
We'll
why
figure
I
it
kept my list.
Week 15, Cleveland Browns. Everybody said that's a win.
Yeah, that's a dub.
That's a dub.
Yeah, that's a dub. Week 16.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We're gonna lose.
Okay.
I be.
Hey, you.
I take push-ups on call
Oh,
on
okay.
camera.
Okay. Week 16, Green Bay Packers. This is in Chicago.
That's a dub.
I say win as well.
That's a dub. That's a sweep for us. It should have been last year. We only get better.
I feel like we can beat them again.
Twice. Sorry,
I don't know
man.
if we split. I feel like we can actually beat them twice. And we either gonna split with the Packers or Minnesota.
We're not splitting with
gonna-
them.
We ain't
We're
splitting
not
with
gonna
both.
get both
We're
of
not
them
splitting with
twice.
them. We're not splitting with the Packers, man.
We not.
I got Packers week 16.
I don't.
Bills, what you got?
I gotta go Packers, man.
Packers.
Yeah, I just feel like they're gonna sweep. I gotta go with my initial whatever I think in my brain.
Stub, you say win week 16 against the Packers in
Yeah.
Chicago. All right. Week
So did
17.
we split that, or did we?
No, it's a win.
It's a win.
Yeah.
Alright.
Week 17
Be definitive.
at San
We
Francisco.
lost to the Browns.
At San Francisco.
We lose that game. That's gonna be a heavy because they're gonna play us hard. We're gonna lose that game.
I think we're gonna win.
I think we gonna win.
We
I
gonna
think they're gonna
win.
be beat up. They practice too hard. They play too goddamn hard.
I don't think San
By that
Francisco.
time is the year somebody hurt on that.
I
day.
say every time we lose
If
one,
San
we win
Fran-
They do
two.
have an easy
If
schedule.
San Fran goes into this is gonna be a statement game for them. This is one they're going to win. They win by 10 right here on this. This is gonna be a loss. But we need this right here going to where we need to be. At this point, we're up on my record stat. So a game like this, because of how hard they play, I can see us losing that.
I think we're gonna win. I don't
We
think
got-
San Francisco's gonna be as good as people think they
I
are.
think
Yeah.
we're supposed to lose. But yeah, that's the thing about it. I think San Fran gonna probably
'Cause-
suck this year.
Yeah. Is it
And I think by
McCaffrey
then-
coming back?
He's gonna be hurt by the end if he do come back.
Right.
I think this is where he comes
He
in
may
hot.
be injured and out, or he gonna be in the game and hurt.
But
Either way
But I
it
think
go,
they sit
by
him in the
that
first
time
couple of games.
of the
This is where he-
season, he gonna be hurt. He gonna
But
be
you
out.
got to think about how Purdy's gonna have to utilize him. So like, it's gonna change the throwing dynamic. Because right now you are thinking of a team of Purdy, not with Caffrey. So like, when you involve this different entity, now there's a change. There's a core change. The ball isn't in Purdy's hands as much as you kind of think it is. It's gonna be a run-heavy team because you just paid this motherfucker how much ever money.
On picks.
He was
and
throwing
hits.
interceptions all year last year.
He still got
Even
you
in
where?
preseason.
He still got you
started-
where,
He
though?
was throwing pick
That-
after pick. They
where
kept
did he get
wondering
you?
if his knee was gonna get better. He did not. It's
Hey, no, but he also lost pieces.
Fuck.
So that's
Because they
not
had to
his
pay
fault.
him. You only lose pieces, so they got to pay you.
Yeah.
Right, but he was doing this since his like damn near rookie
Sorry,
contract.
I get it, but so is everybody else that was getting paid.
like 50 million.
Or didn't get
a year.
paid, my bad.
Yeah, but you got to think about how many people got paid before him.
No one.
Week 18. Week 18. And Chicago, Detroit
Hold on.
Lions.
Did we just hold on? You said we 18?
Yep.
What's that?
That's the last game.
I'm pretty
So I
sure.
think it's 17. What did we get right there?
I had
Did we
that
split
win. I
Did you
think.
say
That was at San Francisco. I said loss.
We at 18.
No, I think
No,
you
I said win. I said win because they're not. I don't think they're gonna be that good. You said win.
I said loss.
And what
Yeah.
you? So Stub, you be the tiebreaker.
I feel like a loss too. I'm gonna keep it real.
But you
Against
said
who?
loss.
I feel like it's a loss too.
Okay, so that's
For who?
two
That's
loss.
my
San
first-
Francisco.
my first mind.
Week 17.
Oh, week 17. That's a win for us.
So it's a draw.
Yeah.
In week 18, final game of the season, Detroit Lions come home to face the Chicago Bears. Or face the Chicago Bears at home.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we gonna win it. Just because I feel like we gonna split, and I said that we was gonna lose the first game. Now, whether it flip flop or whatever, I feel like we gonna beat them at least once. So I'm just going ahead and say the win this time, just the flip flop.
I'm gonna say win. Chicago typically plays well at the end of the season for some reason. Historically, they tend to play well at the end of the season.
Too, our defense is clicking.
Because because it's been several years to where we did not several, but it's even been a few years to where we did knock the Packers out of contention, and we didn't necessarily have a chance. So they typically play well at the end of the season. So home team, man. I understand Detroit. Chicago, week 18.
I think I had us losing in that first one. I think I had us moving. We gonna split with them. Losing that first one, winning the second one. I think this is a statement game because we'll need this for our playoff position to either be looking at a wild card or better, or for a better position. So this could be a potential
what if they rested?
Right. This could be a potential division games. You know what I'm saying? Who takes division?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
if it's that case,
I think this is where the Bears finally show up and they close out for a good year. Because I think even if Detroit knows they have a wild card.
Do you think that's wishful thinking? Do you think that you just want that to happen, or do you think that's gonna happen?
I think we're going to split a game with them. I think we played them heavy this year. And the games that we had going on this year was what it was. But I can definitely see us getting this. This is one of the games that has to be a statement game for Ben Johnson, and he has to make one of those games against them. So it's either going to be that first game, which I don't think it is, or that ending game. And I think it's going to be the ending game where we get more in our role because we're not going to lose 2 in a row. We're going to need a bounce back game, and after we lose to San Fran, we have to bounce back with that Detroit Lion game.
What was the final verdict?
No. I didn't even get to go on this one. Hell no.
I don't think it matters. I think all of us said
no, we're losing. We're losing.
You said we were win, right?
Yeah, I said we were going to win.
We're losing.
Gotcha.
We're losing. The only reason why I say that is because Detroit's taking the division, and we're gonna come in second or third. Because it depends on how the Vikings play.
Someone downstairs.
That's all that really matters. I know the Packers are coming in under us. We're gonna sweep the pack this year. So, because Love still don't know what he want to do. We're coming in 10, we're gonna be a 10-win team this year, but we're gonna get it on the back half of the season. We're gonna win 1-2 games. We're gonna lose our first 2 games, and we're gonna win our third. That's
You
what I see.
legitimately forced me to not trust the word coming out of your mouth.
How often was I wrong, Brian?
You say sometimes.
It's so bizarre.
But how often was I wrong though?
A lot of times.
A lot of times.
Go back and look at the
Man,
footage.
we all be wrong, man.
No, but go back and look. I'm not. I said how often was I wrong? I wasn't wrong. Bull snot.
Yeah, you be wrong.
What was the final verdict?
We got it on footage.
8-4 season, but we got 5 draws, so we really didn't come to any real. Because those 5 games gotta go somewhere.
No, I just say keep a tally of who
so
you
overall, even with those 5 games, we have us winning between 8 and 11 games. That's the way I would look at it.
I say go back and do it like this.
That's how I would look at that. We have us winning between 8 and 11 games. If we split those 5 games in half.
I say go back and do it like this. Put down who you voted for the weeks, and whoever gets the most.
See, say nobody trusts that.
No, I'm saying if you like that, go back and put who you voted for to win.
No,
you can
cool.
see who's has the most.
No, I get that.
That's what I'm saying. Just do it like that.
But we will do that next year. I promise.
See?
I promise.
Oh no, this is what I gotta go on with.
But yeah, man, that was actually a lot of fun. I actually thought we would disagree more than we did, and that's dope, man. Y'all out there, let us know, man, how y'all think y'all teams are gonna do this year? Any games that you like? I know we got a lot of Packer fans out there, so man, y'all let us know how y'all think the Packers are gonna do. What y'all feel like we might have got wrong, man. But hey, man, Bills, please tell these people what time it is.
Trade yourself.
Trade yourself. This is basically how we end every episode, man. It's basically a nice way of telling somebody F you. It's 2025, man. You ain't gotta cuss nobody out. It could be your kid, your boss, your cousin, your wife, your husband. Don't cuss nobody out, man. Look at them dead in the face and say, you, sir, ma'am, you need to trade your damn self. Now, we normally try to keep it with sports figures. Brett Favre, the welfare queen. Mike Malone, Denver Nuggets former head coach. But, Bills, this week, who need to trade themselves?
Everybody voted Tyrese Halliburton is overrated.
Wow, I like that.
That's some real shit.
I like that. Hallelujah.
You know what I'm saying? Between him and Brunson, they really the star of the show in the motherfucking playoffs. I get Ant-Man his credit too. He had the one bad game to start the series off, but you know, he right back to looking like he one of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? That part too. But like, yeah, man. Halliburton, you know what I'm saying? He stuffed the fuck up. You know, his pops had to get kicked out of arenas across America for this to happen.
Come on.
But yeah, at the same point in time, yeah, man, good job, bro. And yeah, man.
Everybody else, people be there. You the only one had a problem.
No.
Everybody else, think about it. Out of all the parents, out of all the championship stars, that's the only one you go. He wasn't a problem. Yeah. We just think about it. He wasn't a problem. He just we know he looked like Usher. That's all. That's
when he was talking shit to Shannon
That's
Sharp.
one incident. You never heard anything after that, man.
When he was talking shit to the player.
And Shannon Sharp ain't a player.
Yeah.
No, he was talking shit to the player too.
No, not after the game. After they just got eliminated.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but
it wasn't that bad. It was different.
That. You know.
Stubbs, who need to trade themselves?
Honestly, I don't even know. I say my damn self today, but I know I'm right.
Okay.
I know I'm right on a lot of this shit today.
I left my damn thing upstairs.
Donald Trump can always get traded.
Yeah, he can.
He is the bailout answer in this situation.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Nah, I'm a little rusty, but I know I'm still right, so it's all good.
Endo, who need to trade themselves this week?
I'm gonna give it a buck, man. Cassie. You saying too much in this trial, man. This just seems to be some unwanted knowledge that you were sharing with the public right now. You talking about what's going on, lips and nipples and all types of shit. We got your interactions as well. When you talk about you've had so many UTIs that the medicine wasn't hitting no more, shorty, at this point you exposing yourself. Do you understand? Her husband was attendance. He left. He was like, man, fuck hearing all this. Like, this is bad news. Like, sometimes you sharing too much. Just get to the point where this nigga was guilty. How about that? You telling too much freaky shit to try to help condemn this dude and say all this unwanted shit, but at the same time, you looking real crazy. Like, you was having very zesty moments here, too. You was letting a lot go on. Hence why you were able to sue for the amount of money that you sued for. So when you get your money, it's different. You still talking like there's more shit going on. Don't forget, like she caught more than 30-something million. Like,
right, but is she still funding? You still got something going, shorty?
Fam, no, there's like, let's not forget how much 30 million goes like the long way. You know, lawyers probably maybe took like 10, 15 out that, so that's 15 mil. Like,
nah, they can't get that high of a percent.
Yes, the fuck they can.
They can, but I say like 5%.
When you get the good lawyers, when you get the good ones, they do.
I say like 5%.
Yo, 5% my ass. You talking about some cheap niggas. We talking about the good niggas. We talking about niggas that's for sure.
But she already got
100% rating.
So on the sourdoughs.
We need one of them 100% rating guys. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Mahoney.
Mahoney.
Stubbs, who need to trade themselves?
I said Cassie, man. She out here just exposing too much, man. Shit too loose, man.
She said, I did what I had to do.
She already got paid, though.
She said so much shit about that. I can't even remember what the charges are.
She just wanted to throw him in jail.
We don't know what he didn't really get accused of, nigga.
He never...
He got, he beat her up.
Somebody.
Come on, man. Racketeering, shorty. You was
he got paid.
Hey, Shout out to the baby oil with the LSD in it.
Mikey,
Oh my God,
question
he
is
had
this.
drugs and the baby oil. He was putting it on niggas and putting it on niggas.
Time out. My key question is if she got paid.
He's putting it on niggas and putting it on
No,
niggas.
if she got paid,
You heard me.
if she got paid, why is she still
This
talking?
is a family network.
Because she has to testify in court for this, for whatever it is. She's
Then
just
what
saying,
was the point of paying her?
That was for a different case. Because of all the freaky shit you did do, you like, shut up.
Because either she got paid for getting whooped, or she got paid for all this shit.
The testimony was required here
Because
after that. That's what happened. After she won her case, her testimony was required.
But
won her
say-
case.
Did she sign an
This-
NDA?
Like she had
No,
to.
nigga, you didn't sign shit. She won her case,
You think that?
and now the court is
She
bringing
got
her
summoned.
because
Yeah,
she
they
has to
summoned- they
testify
summoned her.
against
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now she's saying all the shit to incriminate.
She probably didn't even want to come. Like she
Right.
had
Mind
to.
you,
Right.
she's saying more than what she need to be saying at this point.
Right. So now she's overindulging. So like
Overindulgence is an understatement, bro.
So
There's
now-
some nasty shit this bitch is letting loose, bro. There's some
So-
shit we don't need to be doing.
So now at that point, it just sounds like she's just trying to throw him in jail.
Thank
so
you.
now,
Thank you.
Now
That's
the
what I'm
case gonna
saying,
sound now and void in a point because she already got
They
paid.
ain't even got to the meat of the conversation.
Right, she already got
This ain't-
paid though.
This is
So
just
she
her
could just say
talking.
whatever to
No.
bury this man
Give
and
it
still get
context
paid
to-
more money because she could still go back and
Not
sue.
getting no more
Fuck
money.
that nigga, bro. What is you talking about?
No, I'm just saying.
Nigga, fuck that
How
nigga,
can she
dog.
get more money?
She not.
Because the more
there's
she
other-
indulged,
bro,
like the more she
bro,
says,
that don't make any like.
the
she
more
not gonna
she
get more
says, the
money for
worse
that.
it sound for
Bro,
her.
She not getting more
you're
money.
But you're like
She
dog,
can
like
go
you
back.
But
That
you're
mean
not.
nothing.
That don't make any sense because for one, it's not like she's just saying this shit.
No, I know. I'm not saying
been-
she's just saying it.
She's been asked. It's not like she just. Oh,
Right.
I wanted
Oh,
to
see,
do this.
not.
Like,
See,
no,
I thought
like,
he was.
no.
He
like,
said he's over.
No,
No,
bro,
she's
this
just
is-
oversharing.
This, no,
Yeah, that's-
no, this is a
See,
case.
oversharing. No,
That-
oversharing. It
it's
sounds
not-
like
it's-
she's just letting
no.
loose
No,
information.
bro, she's not oversharing.
See, that's why I was
they're asking her questions.
like,
They're specifically asking her questions
Okay.
like that.
okay,
to
I got you.
paint him in a specific in a manner.
In a manner.
So
Yeah, I
it's
got
not.
you.
So it's not like she's not just going out here saying no. They're asking her certain shit to
Right.
paint him in a certain manner.
Yeah.
Like that's what's happening. It's not like
Okay.
she's just going out there just saying that shit is embarrassing.
Right.
But she has to say this shit because for one,
she got
you're
paid.
not supposed to lie, and then for two, they're asking her specifically to paint him in a bad light. This is not even defense asking her this. This is the prosecution.
But did they ask you about a urinary tract health?
Right.
That's the
Bro,
oversharing.
that's oversharing.
I don't know
So, like,
exactly.
There are some
what
things that
fucking
she's sharing that she
questions
don't gotta share.
that
That's
they
all I'm
asked
saying.
her.
That's what I'm
But-
saying.
She's helping paint this picture with
Right.
a lot of
I
red.
don't. I personally don't think so because they say
She
what
had
I,
to.
what I heard.
She had to
was
do
crying.
all her statement with a lie
Listen,
detector
well,
test.
I done
So
seen a
you're
lot of
not- so
motherfuckers
you're not-
lies, and I watched this and read this shit, and it seemed like she was doing a lot of
I feel like
oversight
two
to
things can be
overshadow
true.
shit.
I
at
need to
once.
see her with a lie detector
You know what I'm
test
saying?
on
With the
while she
oversharing,
answering
but
these
the
questions.
tears
Oh, I don't need no lie detector
Because
test.
I was talking with this shit about other niggas
Nah,
that they're
'cause
different.
like
niggas.
some of them-
like Focus came through first. He left. Then White Mike and motherfucking Echo came through. You know what I'm saying? The whole time the nigga AC was there, bro. Like I done seen too many times where grown men were crying after talking about Diddy. Just talking about Diddy, and they just started crying.
I watched R. Kelly lie to all of us.
Well, yeah.
Come on, Gail.
It's
Gail,
just grown men
Gail,
don't
Gail.
crying like that.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? In a situation like that, they got victimized in some way. They traumatized in some motherfucking way.
Motherfuckers
Yeah,
probably
grown
saying
men
that mommy
crying.
get that
Nigga,
mommy
we
get
seen
beat
you
and
try
shit
to
like
act
that.
before.
Yeah, motherfucking motherfucking the boy band that he had on making a band, that one group that he made.
Hold on, look at the
one
nigga
nigga
at
started
Pawn
crying,
Stars.
His homeboy started crying with him during the interview. I think it was Vlad. And then motherfucking we seen Al B. Sure talking about for the first time, talking about maybe getting poisoned type shit. He was like, he never told nobody this shit before, whatever.
Right.
He got to breaking down crying. I'm like, there's a whole bunch of crying men around this nigga Diddy. And honestly, niggas don't be crying like that. You know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
They try
you know what
not
I mean?
to.
Yeah, niggas cry.
They
but
try
like,
not
you
to
in a
in front of
situation where
people.
you gotta understand the context of how they cry or why
Right.
they crying though. You
Like,
know
is it
they talking about
frustration
another
or
man.
is it pain?
They just talking about another man though.
Right, but is
You
it
know what I'm saying?
frustration or
you
is
shouldn't
it
be
pain?
crying talking about another man, dog. Something happened, dog.
No,
But
like,
I will.
Like, I
something
don't know
coulda
what
happened.
happened, but something
I
happened.
will.
No,
I will.
like,
We
just
got.
think
We got
about
to
the
wrap
niggas
this
that
up.
took
I
your-
will agree with Bi. Donald Trump, man, definitely need to trade. And actually, I'm not even gonna say Trump this time. I'm gonna say anybody that's supporting the white Afrikaners coming here, man. Y'all need to trade yourself, man. If you, it's not a genocide down there. Please do your research. Please do your homework, man. It's so many people in the Sudanese people, Congolese people that's been waiting to come here. The shit that they doing with these white Afrikaners is bullshit, and it's blatant bigotry. My personal
Super
opinion.
weird.
Do your own homework, but hey,
Super
trade
weird.
your fucking self if you agree with that shit. But moving, gotta give a shout out if you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area and on Jackson Plaza on the south side. Check out our brother Focus, A Breath of Fresh, man. Doing great shoe restoration. Also has clothes in there, retros as well, man. Check them out. Fifth and King, JV the Closet, man. More retros, man. You don't have to go on eBay. Shop locally. Shop black owned. JV the Closet, Fifth and King. And then, of course, man, if you're Saturday night, man, I don't know where y'all at. Weather might be nice. It might be kind of rainy. But either way, man, it's a Saturday night. You want to listen to some good music, maybe play some cards or something. Hey, download that app. Bump that radio, man. Our brother Detroit Manuel trying to bring radio back like how it used to be. And, man, don't forget, June 22nd at 2 p.m. at Powell Park in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Man, old school versus new school basketball game, Juneteenth, second annual Juneteenth basketball game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hendo going to be out there hooping. B.I. going to be coaching. Stubbs going to be hooping as well, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come check us out. Come check us out, man. It's a $10 entry fee if you're interested in playing. It's anybody
$275 no more.
20 and older is new 20 to 24, 20 to 23, excuse me. It's considered 24, excuse me. It's considered new school. I know, right?
This nigga got 3 tongues.
Bro, I've been up since 5:18 this morning.
Cap, man. This nigga always talk like this on 2 to 11.
No, trust me.
Every
think he
time
talking
on the
to-
2 to
2 to 11s. No, he
Talking to
do the
Manny
camel.
Pacquiao in a second.
Yo, you like Cassie? You sharing too much.
Yeah.
You oversharing, Cassie.
Yeah. Them joints
I
had
caught
me
a
early.
UTI off 2 camos.
Them joints had me early, man, off the roof.
You was a UTI.
211. These right here.
Yeah, 211.
Point to the 211 and shit up there. I'm like, dog, let's get this shit.
I started.
These
at
right here,
211.
That's how I
Pack them
felt
up.
about the Mad Dogs.
But
Yeah,
man, I
them
Like 3 of them niggas.
Appreciate
Pack
y'all
them
rocking
pack
with
me up,
us.
pack them up.
hit that like button,
And,
hit that subscribe button. Don't be dusty, man. We'll be back next week. Old school. excuse me. Next week, back in the basement. Saturday night, man. 147. We appreciate y'all as always. 147 next week.
Yo.
I know, bro. I am tight. My fault.
I'm lost.
But episode 146 is a wrap. I'm your co-host Omar, aka Dude, aka O'Milly, aka Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. My apologies, y'all. I'm a little tired, but hey, we gotta bring y'all that content. Doo-doo kitchen. Gotta bring y'all that good content. I'm out of here. I'm gonna let these brothers do their outro. Over here, 146.
Your boy B.
It's your boy Cool. You know I'm back.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's your man Hendo G, aka French Loaf. If you're in the Rochester area, man, make sure you check out Win City, WIN Space City, man. Make sure you go there and get Italian beef. Also, if you're in the Winona area, make sure you check out Marcus Webb. If you need any artistic, creative activities, anything you need, man, look him up, man. That man's a mad genius, man. I'm finna go talk to his ass soon about some Juneteenth shit, man. But anyways, man, get y'all act together, man. AKA, man, the man who be smoking that stuff.
Yes, sir.
Right on time.
So, you know what we here for?
Oh, yeah, look at that, trying to break bad habits.
Hey, we want to get to a long time.
Yo, so what's going on, honey? Just y'all be a one. The Headz podcast. Yo, let's go.